So not long to kick off as Rovers head down to the Madjeski. But we've heard what I've had to say. What have the Reading boys got up their sleeve? I've got Fan on the line. He's got his input next. That's right, folks, back once again with some more fan input, boys and girls. I have Reading supporter on the line waiting to give his thoughts and opinion about the upcoming match this weekend. We'll get to him in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep your bang out today with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related, all here under one roof. That's right, folks. I am joined on the line via Skype by Tyler Parker, who is a die-hard Reading supporter, and he's with me. So, Tyler, for my small corner of the YouTube universe, tell them a little bit about yourself and why on earth you support Reading.
Well, basically, I started supporting Reading when my dad took me to a game, and I liked the way they played. And he obviously was from Reading, so that's made me come into the family, and then support him through that. And I'm a die-hard fan now.
Exactly.
Passion's there.
Yeah, been there, seen it, and done it. Reading, been up and down the Premier League, back down below, and all kinds of places. Okay. So obviously Reading come into this game against Rovers on the back of a defeat against Middlesbrough. So how are you feeling after that match on last weekend?
There's positives from the game. We just got to take our chances really, and the result we had, I think we could have done better. I think we could have took a point. I think most fans was expecting a point, but a win would have been bonus for us. But obviously, we got a defeat. But it happens, and I think we'll overcome it in the next game.
So another off script question: Where's Puskás these days? He started the season well, but now he's no longer there. I don't know what's going on. I'm not don't keep track of Reading players, but where is he now?
Well, ever since the Cardiff game, he scored 2 goals, I think it was. It's hard to say because people was expecting too much of him now, just because he's had a good start and he needs time to gel in properly with the team. And obviously, where they've had the international break, that hasn't helped, and he's been with Romania. But he's done well for Romania. He came off the bench against Middlesbrough. I think that was a smart move by our manager, and I think he'll get started obviously on Saturday and he'll impress.
Okay, well, hopefully he'll have another one of his rough days, and then he'll impress after that. Anyway, Reading absolutely made some last minute deals on the old transfer window. Some big signings, spending a fair bit of cash as well. And a couple of standouts in there: Puskás, Lucas João. Who do you ultimately think will be Reading's signing of the season?
Probably one of the most fans' favourite, Oviajaria from Liverpool. We've got him on a season loan, but an option to buy him for 3.5 million, I think it is, at the end of the season. I think that's an absolute bargain. His skill on the ball is phenomenal, and he can tear players apart. Okay, yeah. Wasn't he on loan last season at Reading as well? Yes, he was on loan last year.
Okay, cool. So you made some absolute cracking signings already to quite a crafty looking little squad you got going on at the Madjeski. But who are we supposed to be keeping an eye out this weekend? Who's the danger man for Reading? Who's going to be calling all the shots, pulling all the strings, that sort of stuff this weekend?
Like you said, it could be Puskás, but mainly I think it'll be Oviajaria.
So he's going to be causing all the problems, pulling all the strings, creating the chances.
Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
Okay. I think, for me, I've actually earmarked John Swift as possible a danger man, because he's obviously Mr. Key Assist Man at the minute, creating all kinds of chances.
Yeah, he's a great player for us. Fans have different opinions on him. People think he should have went this year, but Jose's trusted him, and he's proven well at the moment. His free kicks are phenomenal. He's got really good. His dribbling, his passing's got a lot better. He can pick a pass out, and I think that's what fans want, and they've seen it this year.
Alrighty. So what about the starting line? Let's say you were in the hot seat in place of your manager, and you had to make the key decision of picking the starting 11. Who would you go for from the goalkeeper all the way through to the striker? What's the lineup?
Well, I'll play a 3-1-4-2. Obviously, one of our main defenders is injured for hamstring, Madjeski.
What about in goal before we get into the defenders?
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Raphael.
Okay.
Yeah, Raphael. He'd obviously start. He's been our main keeper ever since Virginia from Everton, the young 16-year-old. I think he is 16 anyway. Had a shaky start, and we've brought Raphael to help, and he's done well. Defence-wise, probably Morrison, Liam Moore, and McIntyre. On the full-backish wings, probably Yaya Dom and Omar Richards. I'd play, and then just in front of behind the back midfielders, I'd play Pele, and then John Swift, Rinomota, Ajaria stuck in the middle as a pack, and then up front I'd probably play Lucas João.
Yeah, you did spend a bit of money this summer actually on João and Puskás.
Especially was meant to be in financial difficulties.
Yeah, that was a surprise. I didn't see that coming. The Lucas João move.
No, neither. I think it was the day after they played us and he scored against us as well.
Yep.
A few days around that time. I can't remember, but
yeah. No, we had him on loan, João, and he's a weird one. He can score whenever, and then he can have some dry spells. All right, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So obviously, Reading had an okay sort of start to the season. They started pretty well. They've played well, and they've kind of dipped off a little bit. It's kind of a hot and cold kind of start to the season. But ultimately, where do you think you're going to end up at the end of the 2019-2020 Championship season?
I'd like to say top 10, but realistically, I think we're going to be between 12th and 15th.
Oh. Well.
But I think after the past two seasons we've had, after we was in the playoff finals, obviously against Huddersfield, we went downhill, obviously, and then I think that'd be a good position to start off as learning curve from the previous seasons, and we take it step by step. But I think if we get to the middle stage of the table, I think next year we can look at playoffs.
Okay. Well, you definitely got the strike force. I think you potentially do some damage. Okay, let's take a grander look at the Championship now. Obviously, you've given your thoughts and opinions about where Reading are going to end up. Where do you think? Who do you think is going to get promoted? The top two, maybe, and also your playoff winners for this year.
Top of the league, I'm going to go with Leeds due to the fact they have got stronger and better over the past season, and their strike force, I think, is good as well enough to take them to the top and win it. Second, not sure I'm going to like what I'm going to say, but it's going to be Swansea. Never liked them, but they are a good side and they got great players. And then to win the playoffs, I'm going to go with West Brom.
What about hitting the drop zone? Who's going down? Who's your picks for the drop?
Down, I'm going to go for 24th, Luton. I think they'll drop down after they've had a quite alright-ish start, but I think it's going to slowly drop. Barnsley, then Wigan Athletic.
Yay! Okay, so let's go into a sort of fantasy world here, and let's pretend I'm a genie in a lamp, and I could grant you the one wish of taking any other player from around the Championship and making them part of the squad of the Madjeski. Who would you take and why?
Patrick Bamford.
Bamford?
Yeah, I think he's at Leeds. Yeah, I'd like to have Patrick Bamford in the squad. I think he creates a lot of goals for Leeds, and I think he'd be a perfect fit if we didn't have João. I think Puskás and Bamford would be a brilliant strike force.
Okay, yeah, not a bad shout. I think I get a lot of Leeds picks on these sort of guest spots here. Okay, Tyler, thank you so much for being with me so far. One mega question coming at you, the final big one. What is the final score going to be this weekend at the Madjeski, Reading versus Rovers?
3-2.
3-2 to Rovers. I mean Reading. All right. Okay, good. That's been absolutely brilliant, Tyler. I do appreciate giving up some of your time to speak to me on a very, very late evening. So any final words for any Reading or Rovers fans watching?
I think they're in for a really big surprising. Okay. They may have watched the Middlesbrough game, Blackburn fans. They think this might be a walk in the park for them. But I think Reading's going to be on their A game and perform to their best abilities due to the previous back-to-back defeats. I think this is the turnaround where we're going to win, and I think we're going to go from there. Absolutely brilliant. But anyway, hopefully we can hear from you in a post-match sort of guise, win, lose or draw come Saturday. So until then, I'm going to get out of here. Bye. And that's it. Don't go anywhere. Have fun losing.
That's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. If you're new, smash the subscribe. New videos pretty much every single day on the channel. We try to keep you up to date with both sides of the story here, not just the Rovers' point of view. If you want to be a fan for next week's action, I think we've got Luton Town coming at you at Ewood Park. Get in touch with me in your comment section down below. I do have a couple of people lined up, but if you want to join in the sort of the battle to become the Luton fan of the week, get in touch with me in the comment section down below. On the flip side, if you're a Rovers fan and you want to get in touch with me for the Luton game or for some other game, just get in touch with me. We can make arrangements, start planning for maybe October, November, that sort of stuff. We've got an absolute belter to tomorrow. We've got a Mexican Rover. Yep, spoiler alert, coming at you tomorrow. So make sure you come in and check his point of view for the game tomorrow. Anyway, folks, I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Smash the thumbs up. And if you're new, smash the subscribe and all that kind of jazz. We'll be back again soon. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.